Tracey, we notice that you're making sure you write solo because you want to make sure that the people don't get fit. Me like the talk though. I like it when we love it. I love it when them get involved.
We talk out the first 2 days of the week.
You never get them no chance.
Much chance to talk.
But me like how them take you on. You see, it's good that they welcome you back to you. You see your face. Because I see your teeth from out the door.
They punching back them take back, man.
You know, but it's see them so. I like that they're not afraid to just tell you how they feel though. I have some very educated listeners. I love them.
High IQ.
No, this I want to know. Badman Garfield, I try to stay number one. He put him signature on the 4,000, you know? You know the
No, but I never did
4,000.
Forget rid of. No. You know, say there's a you know never know that there's a what you call it something when you put your
petition.
Yeah, you know say a petition.
Forget rid of who?
Haaland. Because he's a robot.
You never know. Hey, Lord Jesus.
You got 400,000 people.
You know here, and then 500,000.
It's unfair, man. It's unfair.
What is unfair?
No, man. Yeah, man, a true man. Alien play against human beings. It's not right.
Me done. Me gone. I was not in this conversation. Over to you, fearless one.
Get the petition. I want to sign it up. Boom, bang. It's true, man. That Haaland fella, since you bring it up, man. 19 goals. 19 goals. Him have 8 EPL games played so far. And him have 19 goals. That means him have 30 more EPL games to play now. Plus Champions League and FA Cup and Carabao Cup and all of them cup there, you know. And the man almost gone 20. I think he probably about 2 goals away from what the leading goal scorer got last season. And as me says, 8 games gone out of the league season. Not even Shakes said no, the man not this impressive. Although Shakes bet the money there. But the man a warrant a buck or something around the brother. Manchester City won again, I think 5-0 yesterday. Haaland had 2. He's now had 28 goals in 22 Champions League games. You know, I was speaking to somebody yesterday, and they pointed out to me that what we're seeing is long overdue. Because Messi and Ronaldo have basically they have this duopoly on the football stardom for the past maybe decade and a half. And at time the new star them rise down. Remember Mel's a quarrel say Neymar and Mbappe and that set before. They were letting down the game. And your Neymar talk about to retire and all them something there. And Messi at 30 3 or 4, Ronaldo at nearly 38. Or 37 or something like that. Those guys are still being spoken about as the superstars, the current superstars of the sport. The younger generation need to step up. I'm feeling that Haaland do. Mbappe I go with him thing too, you know. But I look on the tournament and I say to myself, so, wow. The level at which Haaland is playing, and as I said, this not have nothing to do with Man City basically. It's just a level at which he's at. What is happening at City is because he's getting more chances. If he would play in any other top team, he would have been scoring goals probably equally. Get me? Because he was at Dortmund, which was not a top team, and he was scoring goals he was just as prolific. Get me? So this notion that because he came to City, no, he was just as prolific at Dortmund. He was scoring more than a goal per game in the Champions League at Dortmund. And Dortmund, I don't know, front runners in a Champions League. A little team in a Champions League. So it's long overdue for the generation next. Neymar and them man they all know, you know, in terms of the succession planning, you know. But me think Haaland and me say Mbappe start get a little feisty attitude now. Like him start act like a superstar now. People say him a go and spoil and all them something around it. But nothing wrong with that. It's so superstar stay sometime. Some superstar for cantankerous and miserable and selfish and all them something there. Is what help drive them. So Mbappe take on a demeanor now where on the face of it, on the surface of it, it look a little hard than people are complaining, say him go on like a spoiled child and him get too much power around PSG and a superstar time now for Mbappe. By the way, I say a goal him scored the other day. You see the goal him scored? Garfield? The one when walk through the team. From about in a film half. Tell me something, Garfield. Let me ask you this. If you had a choice, knowing what we know now, right now, for start a team, start a big, you know, or you buy one of the big team there, and you're going to look for a marquee player to build your franchise, and you have Mbappe and Haaland. Which one of them you choose?
Ireland.
Me too, you know, my boss. Yeah, man. That man is guaranteed goals, my boss. Mbappe no guaranteed no goals. Mbappe will run up and down and probably can dribble past 2 man and all them something, but him no guarantee if you score your goal at least 1 goal every game. Me I go with Ireland too. I agree with you. All right, so that was the Champions League. Real Madrid won. Chelsea won impressively as well. Dortmund won and Juventus also won. All right, we can go to some local stuff in the football now. Ambassador Stuart Stevenson, he was speaking about the Dalton Wynn situation and what is happening at the JFF with the Gensec situation. Let's listen to Ambassador Stuart Stevenson.
If, for example, as we had heard, the current General Secretary or the outgoing one had decided to tender his resignation, then he would do so immediately and go. There is no issue of compensation where General Secretary has resigned.
All right, but he's not so. You hear the story, Ambassador. I hear say if he resign, he might compromise him compensation package. That's why I don't resign. After legal consultation, I don't know if it's Ambassador him consult. He spoke some more. Let's listen to.
If you are going to, however, on the board side, give notice of termination, then typically you would either terminate immediately and give him some compensation for short notice, or you would say to the General Secretary, we're going to terminate you within whatever the contract says, a minimum of 30 days or 60 days, depending on what the contract says. So I was a little concerned when I heard that in the current situation, he was going to be given compensation. That is completely irregular.
You mean? Yeah, but he was asked to resign. Wasn't he asked to resign? And there is no clear-cut reason. There was no clear-cut reason that justified the asking for his resignation. That's why they have to compensate him, Ambassador. If there was a breach of some sort of his contract, then he wouldn't be entitled to any compensation. Because that would have been the out for JFF asking for resign or fire him. But because the uniqueness of this situation is because they fired him. Well, they never fired him. They asked him to resign. Basically because the player themselves for resign, not because the JFF had any issues with the way he was functioning. That's the technicality, Ambassador. Yeah. All right, some other issues. A former JFF president, Mr. Tony James, he spoke, related issue. He spoke of is it a rumor now that financial expert or what we call him, a private sector heavyweight, Dennis Chung, could very well become the next GenSec. Let's listen to what Tony
If
James
you are
says.
going to, however, on the board side, give notice of termination, then typically you would either
the political culture of football and can Chung handle that. They want re-election and the most abysmal track record of performance. They have a vested interest in doing what they are doing. You have to understand the politics of that.
I'm not sure how much the GenSec position is a political position of football, Mr. James. The GenSec position of the JFF is an administrative position, where you basically run the football aspect of the federation, the administrative aspect of the federation. I don't know, I suppose there's politics in everything. But by and large, your focus is to take care of dot all the I's and cross all the T's as it relates to the day-to-day functioning of the federation. I don't know how much the GenSec get involved in a football politics. Eh? He spoke about the long-time neglect of the clubs by the successive administration. Let's listen to that one.
And it speaks back to the whole question of this new constitution and the lack of transparency. Over in our parish up to now, most of the clubs, if you ask them, don't have a clue what you're talking about in terms of a new constitution. The constitution is the most critical guideline for the JFF. And our clubs in Manchester have still not had a meeting to discuss that constitution, which has been at JFF for some 3 to 4 years.
All right, I hear you. We're not sure. Well, all right. Let us say, yeah, we have some concerns. I don't know. All right, let's see how that play out. I wanted to mention another thing. I understand that Draymond Green punch down Jordan Poole in a preseason basketball. Apparently, Jordan Poole about to sign this big, lucrative contract extension. And I hype up himself in the man them practice, And that me I read, Me say Draymond Green step to him. And Draymond Green run Golden State Warriors, And him and the boss run a Golden State Warriors. I know Steph Curry them. Draymond Green was this is Chris Haynes putting out on Instagram. He's tweeting this. Draymond Green was apologetic in the aftermath of the altercation with Jordan Poole, but there was a build-up stemming from teammates noticing a change in Poole's behavior throughout the camp, with the guard on the verge of securing a lucrative extension. Yes, so apparently Jordan Poole is about to get a lucrative extension to him deal. Vital part of the championship winning team. And look like he might get two big film shoes. So Draymond put a one, I don't know if it's a loud box or a loud thump him get, but you don't know. We keep an eye on that. All right, people. Somebody sent this to me. Listen to this. Rahkeem Cornwall playing in this USA Cricket League. Right? They have a little curry goat. It must be a curry goat league. When you listen to these numbers. Rahkeem Cornwall smashed 205 of 77 deliveries. 22 sixes in a T20 game, So if Rahkeem Cornwall made 205 in a T20 game, how much the team made? 100, text me back and tell me how much runs the team made in the 20 overs. If one man make 205 and he has 77 deliveries, that means that them have an X. How much delivery out the left? Outstanding. Obviously, he bat most of the innings. He bat most of the balls in the innings. So. But 205 not out from 77 deliveries, 22 sixes. No, man, it's a backyard thing, this Andre. And a real cricket field is a play upon the ball. Jimbo at them. Well, I say Jimbo's take a claim. Say he should have been in Australia. I don't think so. All right. I see something on the star that's interesting here. Kyle Butler, the son of Craig, considering playing in the Jamaica Premier League. That should be interesting. Should make interesting viewing. Kyle Butler in the JPL. Then, local football fans will get a chance to say how good Kyle Butler is. How we only see snippets of Kyle, we don't really see Kyle. We hear more about Kyle than we've seen Kyle. Yeah, man. So we get the numbers, The team made 326 runs from 20 overs. Jimbo made 205. I don't like the specifications of that field, brother. That's a backyard thing, man. A backyard thing that we like when me and my brother them used to play cricket, my boss. And a man, as you do so bomber 6. I can't read cricket field, man. Joke thing. All right. Sports Explosion family, we're going to turn it over. We're going to a break now. And then we're going to turn over the program to the callers. 920-2053, 920-6441. We soon come back. Sports Explosion soon come. Welcome back. I want to say a happy birthday to Dawson. Dawson, what is your surname, man? We can't call you by the surname when we didn't know you by the because you're not married. What is Dawson's birthday today? Dawson, an ardent listener to the Sports Explosion from up there, somewhere up there in Florida. By the way, how you on the hurricane, Dawson? Forgot saying? You never touch for your side. Well, you're really blessed, Dawson. Happy birthday, Dawson. I see you pose up with the Manchester City kit where you get for your birthday. Big up yourself. And keep the thing locked to Hits 92 FM. 920-2053, 920-6441. WhatsApp family. What you call it again? Explosion family. You know the drill. 878-0120. Who we have? So we have Andre online. Yes, Andre. Yes, man.
Yeah, boy.
Timely check-in. Come put that innings of Rahkeem Cornwall into some kind of context for me now. What kind of backyard cricket you give me score about, Bridget? It's cool.
Whether it is backyard cricket or international, what level of cricket it is?
Yes, sir.
To score 200 runs in 20 overs, that's no mean feat. That has to be some good strikes. That's good
some
ball
good
strikes.
hitting. Good hitting, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yep.
How many persons get score 200 runs even in
backyard cricket? That's the point.
Even backyard cricket.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of hitting.
His due, you know?
Staking a claim. You think him staking a claim?
22 sixes, you know, not two teams combined in a T20 game don't even score 22 sixes.
For the game. Absolutely.
Yeah, for the game. Both teams. You understand? So putting things in perspective.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Jimbo.
But tell you what, Cornwall to me, you know, would be a better bet than Reefer any day.
Yeah, well, I was about to ask that question. I tell him I can name 6 people I would have picked ahead of Raymond Reefer and my boss. I can add Rahkeem to it now, make 7.
Yeah.
Then if you have a choice between...
Reefer could consider himself one of the luckiest persons to represent West Indies cricket.
Boy.
To represent West Indies.
He's a privileged son.
Yeah.
He play all test cricket, you know, but at number 3 for West Indies, you know.
But at number 3, you know.
No, sir.
Exactly.
No, sir. I think it's a sign of the times when Raymond Reefer make the West Indies team in white ball and red ball cricket, my boss. Trust me.
But you know, guess what I don't understand about the selection of or the non-selection of Brooks initially.
Yes.
Brooks in the previous series against New Zealand, I think the man scored 2.5 centuries and I think a 40, you know.
Right.
Mark we might have been a little bit out of form at the initial stage of the
CPL.
But the man that was coming off international cricket where he scored 250, so why not carry the man?
That is why, you know, Andre, I'm a little bit wary about this thing about picking people and farm, you know. I am a little bit wary about it. I can understand the thinking, but personally, I am wary about it. You know why? Because if me have a class act in my team, or in my setup, and him have, say you're going to use the CPL form to select your team as your last, index to pick your players. If my class act out of form and a man like Raymond Reefer in form, you're going to pick Raymond Reefer over my big bat? A joke thing, my boy.
No.
This is exactly what they did. Exactly what they did.
Exactly.
Raymond Reefer edged some little runs, my boss. And all of a sudden, I'm in my T20 squad. I've never played a T20 national. It's the first T20 Raymond Reefer played yesterday, no?
Exactly. And I really don't want to sound insular.
Yes.
But if you're wondering if Raymond Reefer was some other Caribbean island, he have been picked.
So people like Andrea Russell and our left arm Fabian Allen have to prove them form to make a West Indies T20 squad. A joke thing, man.
Yeah.
Joke thing.
Well, I don't think, to be fair enough, I don't think that even the case of form with Russell. I don't think Russell, I think the days is pretty much over. Because Russell, I don't think, the same thing with Edmund now. Russell's all right. He just wants to play whenever he chooses. I don't think that can work out. That should ever work.
Yeah, it's more that. It's more that.
You understand?
Yeah, that's more that.
So I think you have gone past Russell now. Yeah. I don't think if Russell can play and represent the West Indies, you know?
Fair.
And if I were the selector,
I would have still picked him. I would have still picked Russell though. There's no way.
You still pick Russell?
Yes, man. There is no way on God's earth, Andre, me are going to want T20 World Cup. Yeah. You feel vexed because of OMD with West Indies. Yeah, fine. But it's a T20 World Cup, me are going to try to win, my boss. Me have to carry Andre Russell, my boss.
No, Russell, no. Listen, I just don't like when any player feel like they're bigger than the...
Me don't like it either,
No. Guess what?
Me don't like it either, Andre.
Kohli and the great hunting and all this. They never... This Russell has paid probably almost a year for West Indies, you know?
Fine.
And you just want to go and play with T20 World Cup? No.
But you pick a man in Shimran Edmire in the squad who never want to go. And that's my problem with them, something, you know, Andre. Me different, you know, my boss. Me don't want... fine. Most of the time when I sit down and I pick my squad, I want the people I think will be willing and able to help me win games. Me no business about a man this and a man that, my boss. And if Sunil Lorraine did want to go, would carry him too. But a lot of these guys, they only want to go when they feel like. Fine. I would hold that against a man. I would hold that. Personally, you feel a way about that and you set a bad example for probably the youngsters coming up. But I don't know. This is a T20 World Cup, my boss. I prefer go over there with them.
In that case with Russell, you're probably trying to work out things, but Russell is coming out constantly, talking things about the board and so, you don't want that. You don't. Nobody wants that. It's the same situation like the JFF and with Andrea Blake. You don't want to come and make remarks.
Well, if my bad mouth the board, that's another issue. No? If my bad mouth the board,
yeah. But I mean, we just have to work with the players who are there.
I was pleasantly surprised with Carrier's leg spin, though. How on spot he was with his spell the other day against Australia. Surprised. Why is that? He
bowled pretty well.
Why is that guy just playing his first T20 international at 30 years old? Why?
I don't know. It's a very, but he has been pretty consistent in first class cricket,
Yes.
He has been pretty consistent in first class cricket, but so it's kind of strange why he has just gotten his first, international T20 game, and he has not really featured in the CPL over a number of years.
Yeah.
All
right,
actually. You saw a shot. There's a shot yesterday by Kyle Mayer of Cameron Green.
I saw, I saw
one of the most audacious, one of the best shots.
The one when pull up the cricket bat, when pull up the bat like a sword.
Huh? No, man.
Yeah.
The man off the back foot,
Yeah, man.
The man went off the back foot and hit the ball over 105 meters over cover.
Yeah, man.
One of the best shots you ever see.
I never saw the shot because I missed it. No, I missed the thing. But I was reading something about it on Facebook, and there's a still picture of it.
The man.
Yeah.
Off the back foot, punch right over cover.
You have that shot still, You have that shot there.
Tomorrow, next year, probably won't see that again.
It's audacious. Audacious is the word for that.
Audacious cricket shot. You think about Mayers,
Mm-hmm.
Mayers has surprised me a lot,
He has.
When Mayers has scored the century and debut against Bangladesh, I thought to myself, this guy will never score another century.
I said the same thing to some people.
He has
surprised
done
me,
pretty well. He has done pretty well.
Even how he's adopted to the white. I remember initially he played Test cricket, and he wasn't in the white ball team,
Yeah.
But he's been super.
He has adapted well to the game, man. And on the go, he's a really good player to watch. On the go, he times the ball really sweetly, and he has some good shots.
All right, Andre, bless up.
Yeah, man, all right.
Give thanks. Whoever. 878. No, 920-2053. 920-6441. Jermaine. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jermaine,
yes,
I just want to say, happy coaches day to all the coaches around the country.
Is coaches day today?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So all the coaching staff are quite happy coaches day. And to Tenag, happy coaches day. Yeah, man. England, man. Big up all the coaches for they make our life more stress-free in watching the sport.
Yeah.
And oftentimes the players get most of the praises, but the coach have the job to do.
True, my boss. I don't think. You have some high-profile managers nowadays who are getting a lot of attention, but generally speaking, people don't really talk much about coaches. We just watch
about the coaches. Yeah, man, and it's a very stressful job at times. They have to dedicate themselves to it. So.
I never realized that they have a coaching day. They have a day for everything.
Yeah, man. They have
a day for everything, brother.
They have an oral day too,
That's what I say. Yeah, an oral day.
Yeah, man. You're not to get deserve it.
Oh, you mean a Maverick day?
Yeah, man, a Maverick day.
When you say oral, me that thing.
Yeah, man, a Maverick day, man. Yeah, man, that's a big star, man. Yeah, people that fly come and fly up to see. I think I mentioned alone, man. Come to say.
True, man.
You them fly come to see, That's a Messi. What a Messi alone.
You have a virgin from Boston say me don't have fly come to New York for come meet me too. That's true, man.
Yeah, man, disappointed say no come see you, man.
True, my boss.
I realize that. That's true, man. You keep no people staying, Even the COVID time.
Yeah, through the period there.
Man, your program keep going, man.
Yeah, man, some of my proudest sequence that car. That in that COVID period, me I tell you, say, people are uncertain about them future, my boss.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You don't
know. What I think is our biggest problem in sport in this region, whether it's football or cricket.
Yeah.
We carry too much feelings, too much money.
Yeah.
We're not looking out for the best of the sport.
And when I was speaking to Andrew the other day, Andrew Edwards, when he came off the air, he said, one of the things we never spoke about on air, one of the issues plaguing Jamaica football is inflated egos, my boss.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I work for ego in a football administration and football coaching.
You know, yes.
Yeah, man.
You know, you're the man from St. Anthony, man. I 1 year, him and the president.
Yeah,
man.
Disruptive
man,
egos, my boss.
That's kind of good for the football.
Yeah, man, egos can be a problem sometimes, and if you don't know if you check them, you know.
Check Italy, for instance. You remember the time when they had this important game to win, and Balotelli was in prison.
Balotelli?
Yeah, Balotelli was in jail. And the president went for Balotelli, and he came and scored the decisive goal to win the game.
Okay, but I don't remember that still, but yeah.
Yeah, man, but but sometimes we need to put our side our egos.
Our egos, man.
Yeah, man.
You ever hear about a song named We Are the World, where Quincy Jones did produce?
Yeah, man. And Michael Jackson sing it over.
All of the big stuff. Michael Jackson was a part of it. All of the big stars them. They come sing a piece of that song there.
Okay.
Me understand. So when him organize the studio session, you know, him put up a sign at the door of the studio say, please leave your egos outside.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Because the amount of ego supposed to in that the studio there, you know, my boss. Because every superstar in a music, them time, they on a song there, you know. And Quincy Jones put up a sign at the studio door, please leave your egos outside. And it worked. Yeah, man.
But I realize now, but I used to work in the hotel industry now. I know what when the hotel just open, you know, you have like, it's a Spanish hotel, you have Spanish people, management, and because they take time and pay it out and the local position. And man, that's when everything changed.
Yeah,
man, for my power now, and everybody there try to execute. Yeah, man, but we need to come together and work for the best of the sport, man.
Well said, sir.
Yeah, man.
All right, Jermaine. Bless up yourself.
All right. Yeah, man.
All right, that's Jermaine, the Heidel parent. We go for a quick break and take some more. Soon come. 920-2053, 920-6441, 878-0120 for your explosion messages. Soon come back. Suppose that one. Soon come. I'm still laughing, you know. When my virgin said, them have an oral day. You know, so me hear some screams that pass the through the door look while when the man said, my boss. Some ladies are scream, man. Tell me something. Garfield, you know the something named Molly? You know the thing where...
yeah, man, me about it.
Is it illegal?
Yeah, man.
It is illegal?
Yeah.
Because it's a mixture with meth and...
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I eat them boys sing about...
Them a sing about Star. But a long time, them a sing about that, you know. I remember artists from back in the days
used to
do
do
the American artists, them.
Yeah, well, interesting. 920. Danny Dread, morning.
Morning.
You're subscribed to a national oral day, Danny Dread?
A national oral day, I don't know what that means. Like to fix up people's mouth. Some dentists are go around the country.
His operation recommend it a while ago, boss. Anyway.
No, we never hear on the phone. Some dentists go around the country. Yeah.
True, them said to their national coaches day, so he must say, boy, them have day for everything. So the man said them have a national oral day. I agree
with that oral day, but no, I don't oral Tracy.
No,
oral, the dentist go around and fix up people.
All right, make it leave it there, so.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, now. You remember Renee did make a speech when we did qualify for the 98th World Cup. Like him said, what I did here was to put a roof and a house without foundation.
Yeah, man, basically. That's what.
You remember that?
I don't remember
that. And he said, basically, if we not put in infrastructure and development program, it'll go hard to go back a World Cup. Rennie did tell you that.
He said that, yeah? Well.
Yeah, man, Rennie tell you the whole of that after we qualify.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know, you listen to the clip that what I'm saying now.
Oh, Jesus. You know, so don't enjoy it, boss.
All right, you remember
busy from yesterday.
I deal with it. All right, I deal with it now.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Just talk about it, man. Yeah.
All right. Me did come and me did say, in my own words, right? A man say, we're not going to use the national team to promote no player no more. My words, right?
Yeah.
And you say, Me not have no evidence to that. Me come off a radio with that.
Boy,
alright? No. Me I said to myself, if the whole life football nation, if none of them not hear that interview, anyway, this week now, we find one man called WhatsApp caller now. Call and say, me, I interpret it wrong. So at least me know, say, one man here, because that me that wait for. But listen this now, I don't know if I the right interview him here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to tell you where me here now.
Mm-hmm.
We are big up the whole YouTube nation. This going for IMAX with football, right?
Mm.
With JD.
Yeah.
Alright. With the new coach. Alright. You know what say? The fans, may I set the stage. The fans always, wait, you know, when I try to kill nobody, you know. This is more of a good than a bad.
Yeah.
So this, I know nobody we are trying to kill right there, so. Alright? Alright, no. You know, so the fans always accuse the JFF, say, them I use the team for sell player.
Yeah.
Right time around.
Yeah, man, long time accusation.
Alright.
Yeah.
No, that under Theodore Whitmore, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
From before, the accusations
now.
are going from before that, you know.
Alright, yeah, but it's big under Whitmore.
When?
And in the World Cup time, because we say the man them are control Whitmore, right? That are the fans' perspective, me I give.
Yeah.
Whether we have evidence to it or not, call it conspiracy.
The only thing, you know, Danny Dread, you have to be careful with accusations like those.
Wait, you know.
Because it's not something that we can prove.
Wait, you know.
You understand?
So this
you
was
understand?
a fan's perspective.
Yeah, I know. That is why I'm telling you. Fans can say anything, you know. Fans can say anything in their stands, you know.
Yeah, we are come up the line now. Wait, you know, sometimes the fans right though. So we are come up the line now.
Okay.
We reach a Haaland now. We hear them bringing a thing like 15-7. You did hear that thing there?
15.
Like say, 15 top player and 7 developmental player.
Oh yeah, the 15-7 ratio there. Yeah.
Alright. You see now with this new coach, this new coach come now. So if you want big up the coach for this, can come in like the coach has studied thing long time and see what is going on.
Either that or him sharp.
Alright.
Yeah.
This coach come now, right? And him have agreement with them. So now this person, when I call no name yet, come on IMAX the TV.
Yes.
But with an interview, right?
Yes.
And the man say, like, under this coach, the new paradigm shift
is
that the national team will not be used to promote no player. Go over your club, go deal with that. Don't come tell me say you're not getting no game over your club. Go fight for your game, do what you need to do over your club.
Well, I say,
no.
Implicit in that is that players used to play in the national team.
Then if it's a new paradigm shift,
yes, sir.
It a shift from something go to something.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yeah, man. Implicit, man. It is implied. It is implied.
So, me like when them admit things, you know, because we can work on it.
Yeah.
So, me no want no man say, boy, me admit the thing. So, watch you know. If the whole football nation want to go listen to that interview there, because all the president come on that interview there, you know. And Mr. Speed said that. And that interview there, all the president did that on it. I beg the YouTuber say, you know, say, I want to come on your channel separate and apart from Mr. Speed. You get me something?
The president call in for come in?
The president, I tell the man that car was the interview I go on Mr. Speed did in a car and drive, and the president did in there with him.
Okay, it was them ready.
And the president come on the channel and say that.
Okay.
You see me?
So no longer will the national team be used to what? What the wording again? For sure.
For promote players.
Forget contract.
You get me?
Forget contract.
Especially local players, because them it used to go on.
But you know something of
But we
not 100% agree with that. You know.
But wait now.
Me feel if we have a bad liquor young baller, it is in everybody's interest for that you get a contract, you know.
Yeah, but watch now.
Forget about
the level over in club.
Yeah, but forget about the club angle to it. Yeah. Let us say we have a promising young player that come through the system right now. See? And if him get a few, you identify him talent.
Yeah.
And if a few international games will help get him a contract. I don't have a problem if you include him in some friendly game.
No. For a guy in a contract, you're wrong.
Why not? Why not?
Watch now.
Then if you get a contract, it benefits.
Relax.
Yeah.
If him so prolific,
right,
that you see the potential to put him in his national side, him can do it over him club.
Yeah.
He's supposed to stand out over there some more. So watch now. No.
No, but him go and good club.
Wait no. Yeah. The coach can still see a man, we're young, have national potential when he say, 2-3 year time this youth, I will do good national side.
Yeah.
But you can't bring him in because you want him to get contract, brethren.
Me not sure.
Totally wrong.
Me not sure me can buy that.
You can buy that. Hold on.
So you don't believe then in the national program then, the national senior team exposing young players?
Watch now.
No. Answer me.
Wait now.
Yeah.
You have to answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer when Mr. Speed said.
No, man. Me don't ask what Mr. Speed said. Me ask when you done it.
I go where Mr. Speed said first.
No, man,
and probably you don't need me to answer.
What?
In the same interview, Mr. Speed said no, say. Because the coach, when FIFA day come, the man want the best available squad.
What if you do? What if it's not a FIFA? What if it's not a? Well,
if it's not a FIFA,
yeah. And you're going to expose some young talent.
Oh, you want to explode already? All right.
No, man.
Explode.
No, me
say. You want to explode sometimes.
No, me say if it's not a FIFA date, no, Danny.
Right.
And you're going to play some local, some
that's
young
the way you're going to get some local player and some USL and them there. But when FIFA day come, bridging, you're not going to take no 7 man when not deserve to be there.
I agree, but me agree with that. That's
the new paradigm.
No, but that wasn't going on the football. When we have the strongest team, no man on it, no man in a boogie wang upon it, man, for no contact, me boss. When we had our strongest team and a FIFA date, me boss, no little French player could get on the team, brother. You get me, say?
Yeah.
Whenever we selected our strongest team, no French player could get in the squad like that.
Wait, no. But wait, no.
You still like the game?
That when World Cup and them.
You still like the game coming up against Cameroon now? I don't think it's a FIFA date.
So right. So that's like when some man can get some chance.
Yeah, that's
the man saying in an interview.
No, that's what I'm talking about, man.
But when we are building, you can't wait. And when we get FIFA date, they put 7 man when they really be deserved just to them a developmental player. You get what I say?
All right,
so that was what the point about.
All right.
So if you want to put a stripe on the coach for that, you can put it on.
Yeah, him not go pick players with that.
So me just want to clear me way, say, me did have me evidence where me say, and you can go over there.
Let me tell you, let me tell you where the nuances in a way I say. You see, if people in the process have vested interest in a particular player getting national caps to get a contract, then it becomes a problem, But I can't say blanket. You would have pick a youth and give a youth some cap. Suppose word come to the federation.
Deserve it.
They suppose word come to the federation. Say this club of Europe want pick up Ronaldo Cephas. See?
Yeah.
Before him gone to Europe. Then you don't think Ronaldo Cephas from you reach a level where club of Europe want my boss. You must come at Jamaica team,
No.
Oh, you mean?
Because we have X amount of European more than 11,
I am talking about the team when you don't have all the players available. Boss.
Yeah.
All right. Big up yourself.
So we don't have no problem when it's not a FIFA date.
Okay.
But the thing was that them are messed up the FIFA date because we couldn't get to the best side in constant practice. You get what I say?
All right. Big up.
So, Virgin, make me news never fast and I can go IMAX TV go listen to it. It name Ivan Tony.
Yeah.
So type in, go on IMAX TV and type in Ivan Tony and it come up.
I'm going to listen it later. Big up, Danny.
Yeah, and you can listen. All right, big up.
Yeah. When I listen it later, I'll come back and make a comment about it. Who we have? Erling Haaland manager? Is it? Management? Who's that? Hello? Shakes?
Hello?
They no Shakes of answer to him name, man. The man has vested interest in Haaland goal scoring,
Hold on.
Morning, sir. Morning.
All right.
You have a joy out this morning, so not even you did believe that the man that go on so bad.
True.
19 goals. 19 goals, my boss. 8 games into the EPL season.
All right. Remember, say, let's talk with you make on the ear this morning. Me and you have the talk yesterday.
We know, man. We know, man. How many Champions League games in play? 3? It's 3
yeah.
So it's 19 goals in 11 games?
Yes, sir. No, yeah.
Them count the,
no,
them
12.
Them
12,
count
12.
the charity sheet?
Yeah, man, 12. Because you count the charity shield, yeah. It's still a competitive game.
Okay.
Yeah. One side correction, though.
Yeah.
I said Messi scored 13 goals, but it's not 13 goals. He had 13 goal involvement.
Oh, okay. Goals and assists.
Yeah. So he's up to 14 now. 14 goals in goals plus assists in total. Yeah. So 7 goals, 7 assists. Yeah. Quick thing. My team, my coach, right? You see the match that we played against Man City.
Yeah.
Right? He was completely naive.
You think so?
Yeah.
To try and play on the front foot against Man City.
Exactly. Because really and truly, you see the score line 6-3 is reflective of where both clubs are. Man City is twice what we are.
Wow.
Think about it in terms of how they have been stable, how they have been winning, right? And if you just look at yesterday, I call about this today because when I looked at yesterday, I saw that, it's Copenhagen and whatever, right? Yeah. But the fact that Man City could have literally brought on pure youngsters in a Champions League game because they were comfortable and it's like they never miss a beat.
Yeah.
My club used to be like that at one point where even when persons came out of the team in terms of the first teamers and the results came in, we used to still flow back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, might be a decade ago, right, and more.
Yeah.
But
Sir Alex,
it's just reality, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm saying that my coach was naive, thinking that okay, all right, you can go and have one of the best teams in the world with some of the best midfield players. The one thing that people used to criticize Pep about is that he's not playing with an out-and-out striker.
So
right?
I understand the shake. So what do you then do? You go to the opposite? Do you sit deep? And
it's not a matter of sit deep,
part the bus?
But no, it's not. No, it's not part the bus. But you can take in a man in Casemiro into the team who has basically been the bedrock for that position for the last 5 to 8 years outside the N'Golo Kante. Right? Yeah. It doesn't matter how many minutes the man has played. But listen, when he just played for Brazil in the international window.
Did Casemiro come on?
Yeah, he did.
What was the difference in the scoreline when he came on? Did he stabilize?
Them say Man U win. Them say Man U win the half.
Okay, 3-2. That was you won that half. Yeah, you did.
We won the half, but guess what? But by that time, listen, when you're going to the dressing room, your manager, you're 4-0 down. The manager going to tell you, ease up, right? And you could see that the intensity dropped, right? But
I think that was a mistake.
At least you would have had another midfield body in there that could possibly man-mark Kevin De Bruyne, because the form that he's in, you need somebody to man-mark him.
I think you must think in mobility. I think
mobility.
Probably who he started? McTominay,
Ericsson, along with Bruno.
I think he would have started McTominay ahead of.
Yeah, but that's really no defensive cover when you really think about it.
McTominay wasn't bad in a local winning streak.
No, and I'm not gonna say no to that. Right. But guess what? When you're playing arguably the best team in the world, that change automatically.
Monday morning quarterback in your
I know Monday, but I'm just saying.
Today's what? Thursday morning.
Today is Thursday. Yeah, but that's that. But anyway, that's that on my team, right? Yeah. But I clearly, listen.
Yes.
When you come into the EPL, you learn as you go along, right? And let me see what he does going forward. Remember, I had said that. Listen, I'm waiting to see. So I never get up and jump when we beat Liverpool and we beat Arsenal, because guess what? I want to see consistency from my team, because that's the only way, when a team has really turned the corner. I don't want to be like West Indies where I just win a game and then boom, you
don't want panic if you get beat up by Man City doing no shakes.
No, I'm not.
The level Man City at now. You expect to get beat.
But remember that's what I said. Man City is twice what we are.
Look how Arsenal responded after losing to you.
And that is why I'm saying I am going to look and see what transpires over the next 3 to 5 games.
When you go in at Etihad, man, you have to just assume so you're not going to get anything around there right now based on how
I know.
Playing.
Yeah. No, but Oral, the thing about me is not winning the game, is the fact that I was humiliated in the first half.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And 6-0 would have been
you say you switch your TV, you walk away from your TV.
Me never watch it past half time.
Listen, people left the stadium after
stop watching it
or 20 odd minutes.
I was surprised when me Man U scored 3 goals because I never saw that coming.
Yeah, nobody would, right? But if you have your fans leaving after 20 odd minutes, 30 minutes.
Well, she expected me to do some investigative work. I try to track down some people, man, man. I found one. Yeah, I sent it to her yesterday. So
yeah. So, but listen, Oral. Yesterday, I heard that Southie called Pep at halftime and begged for mercy, right? And a bag of other people beg for mercy. Even my baller CR7,
I want to tell you.
Say Pep, listen, may I send you a truckload of money? Take him off, because guess what? Ronaldo has 17 goals for this season in the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
For an entire season.
Yeah.
And Copenhagen, that they were playing yesterday, is the next matchup.
Wow.
Because it's a reverse picture. Yeah. Once you play the third game, the fourth game is a reverse picture. Yes.
Yeah.
And that man was on the cards to score at least 4 goals minimum yesterday. Right? And probably he goes to Denmark and scores another 2 or 3 goals, right?
Oh, those are the counter?
Yes. Yeah. So when you think about it, like enough man are sending request to Pep yesterday. Right? And
you know, so Southie don't give me the little thing for you for all till yeah, cause we talk about it, And him say me that calculate it in the US and say, so we should just give a shakes thing.
Hey, but Oral, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. It's no longer about the bet. Honestly, it's no longer about the bet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's now how people are going to feel towards this young footballer.
Yeah, man.
In the sense that it's like everybody, when you have a cheat code in a video game.
You pointed out something to me yesterday. I said it earlier here too. Is it changing of the guard in terms of the face of football now?
Yeah, what people not used to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the sad thing is that you have Mbappe over there in the Farmers League, right?
Yeah.
So it would have been ideal, if one of them were playing for Barcelona and one playing for Real Madrid, right? That's what people would have enjoyed, like nobody would have a problem.
Yeah, Mbappe needs to come to Liverpool for build a decade of rivalry between himself and Haaland.
Boy, but guess what?
We could have it in the EPL. Yeah. The shakes him get cut.
Especially playing on that team.
You went out a while ago whenever you heard what you just said.
Oh, I'm saying that the EPL is obviously too easy for him playing on that Man City team. Right?
Where you going to put him?
So he would need to go to a team that doesn't necessarily have the sort of makeup that Man City has, so that he can show more effort at the end of the day. So it means he have to work harder for him goals. That's the only time people going to really lay off him,
No, man.
But very soon you're going to have people literally searching, digging up things to find, let me see if I can put him in jail for 30 days or something like that, where this man can't reach on a football field. Because it's just going to be so unfair.
And makes sense to try and mark him.
Listen,
Man City have so many other weapons.
Realize, I think somebody said it, but the person made a reference to the interview that he gave, right?
Yeah.
And Jordan played it on the Sports Grill, yes, where he was talking to Gary Neville before the Manchester Derby, and he said, once a ball is played through, and his timing is perfect, absolutely nobody can stop him.
It's like he can't be defended. It's like
and when you really look on it, even in the game against Manchester United, that pass that he made to Phil Foden, the man was literally being fouled while he was making that pass.
He was on the ground.
Yes.
It's like it's like the pick and roll in a basketball. Can't be defended.
In the game early in the season when he was playing against I think it was it Bournemouth where he made the assist to Gundogan. The man was literally 2 defenders were around him. He was on the ground and still making the pass to Gundogan. But he has that physicality, and then right?
He's doing what Neymar and company failed to do.
Should have done, yes. Yeah, you see Neymar and you brought it up. I don't know why you put Mbappe in it, but Mbappe don't belong in that.
Yeah, he's still young. Yeah. And he's...
It was actually...
It's Neymar. It's actually Neymar.
It should have been Neymar and man like Hazard. You should have been mentioned in terms of that age group because they are 30.
Boss, what Messi and Ronaldo do for football, you know, boss, is not a normal thing over the past one.
No, I know that. Yesterday on Facebook, I was saying to some people that really and truly, you see, Cristiano Ronaldo's record in the Champions League,
yes, sir,
it's under threat already from this fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Shakes, big up.
All right, bless up.
All right, it's true, man. What Ronaldo has done, that's why people have to give Ronaldo so much credit, you know, because Messi is such an outstanding talent. If you have somebody with the ego and the drive and the tenacity, to see himself as equal to Messi or better than Messi. It's a Ronaldo thing about himself, you know. When you watch a documentary, man, people watch a Ronaldo documentary on Netflix, man. The man say when him see Messi win the Ballon d'Or, the man decides to me not coming back and something as no run up, me go score some goal and win it too. So it's a lot of credit go to Ronaldo and Messi. They basically been the face of the most popular game in the world for the past decade and a half. Ricochet. 2 more Ricochet yesterday, you know, my boss.
Yo, Mr. Badman. Think my Ricochet when him there. That man, you hear me what no man? Mr. the best place that him ever there, my boss. And I play so him there right now.
Right now. Man is a monster, my boss.
Over there, man. Right now, my will want to see, you know.
Him need to lift him international team because the World Cup would have loved seeing another farm, you know. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but here I'm going around with my coach now. The first nigga really against my coach on this.
Yeah.
You know, take him up, my boss.
Then the game done, man. The game done.
The game at more and the man get him 3rd goal, brother.
Yeah, the hat-trick.
Yes, at that more. Make him go and make him. You see when a man up on a farm, my boss?
Yeah.
Me for just low him, brother.
Yeah.
Low him, make him the score. Me not say I protect him still, you know.
Yeah, man.
But the man get him 3rd goal, man.
Remember, I'm still young, you know. He's what, 22?
Yeah,
22.
But
the season just started, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I farm my life now, but that's low. Make him get him 3rd goal. They can't take him off after.
Yeah.
You understand?
Fair enough.
So, Shakes just come off a while ago.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, big up to your boss, man.
Yeah, man. Shakes.
You know, anybody they bet me now right now at Chimba.
No, man, a plan, man, a file for take some loan and all them something to pay, man.
Yeah, man, how are they, man? If man, they all better all their house and their woman, man. Shakes up the woman, man. Shakes get every man one thing.
Shakes it have a house full of woman.
Oh, God.
You know, so when him say the 40 goal a day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Me think about it and I said, no, sir, no man can score 40 goals in one. In that first season, look at most people say Shakespeare better, you know.
All right, I'm going to ask you something now, quietly, because I'm not too want to talk too loud. Want to newness? You know about any newness?
Boy, the man look like a mistake, brother. The man look like a mistake, a 80 million pound mistake, you know.
Now, you would have fly up, you know, when you get a little hurry beating power in the early season there, you know.
No, man, me never too jump up over it, man. Me tell him
say, hear some Liverpool man jump up and say, yeah, I hate this to the same.
No, but in fairness, me that tell him man, I say, me don't know how newness I can cope with England, you know. That me that say in the early season, you know. Someone I say,
yeah. It's not him.
No, sir.
He's not ready yet.
Man struggling, man. Same can't understand what Clapper say.
Yeah, and him not have no temperament about him neither. Him outer side, defender get a name skin.
I want to tell you, you know, say he was going on pretty well before that red card incident, you know. It look like the whole thing, they mash up his meds, you know, man.
Yeah, man, he just turn him right over, man.
Yeah, man, it look like the media start beat him now up there. And when the English media turn for you know, my boss, it's not an easy thing, you know.
What's for Haaland and shine and a reflect, you know?
Yeah, the other man will come in now, the other rival come in.
Yeah.
Pressure, man, no.
So when I say, you know, earlier you talk about this, I wish man I talk about oral this.
You know, say that word they have a lot of meaning.
The man never realized when he must say it, man. That's why me have to
maybe they don't happy so much, you know? But that would never come out of my mouth, no bad. No someone get on the radio. I think good in a beeping, man, beeping. I just telling you, nobody say that.
When you say it, man, I pop it up and I say, wait.
Yeah, man, let me try the boss and all.
And then me have to bail him out now and say, no, man, I'm Maverick there, you want some.
After we are kind of not really in the amber, the rainbow business. Him a gone that way there too. No, me not in all.
You never mean it, man. I innocent mistake.
Big up, man.
Big up myself, Jermaine.
Yeah, man. Big up Myrna too, you know?
Up, Myrna, man.
Yeah, man. That's
the lady with the smooth one. Ricochet, check it out here.
Yeah.
Man say, where the man say? First time caller, Willie.
Yes.
Good morning, Willie.
Hey, morning, Oral. How you doing?
Good morning, my brother. Welcome to the show, man.
Yes, man. First time on the program.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm for you though. The game between Inter Milan and Barcelona on Tuesday night.
Oh yes. I never watched the game. I saw the.
Yeah, I never watched it either. Yeah. But that's why I call you and sort of bring it up. Inter Milan won 1-0, right? They beat Barcelona 1-0.
Right.
The goal was scored by Karl Hanoglu. I think that's the pronunciation.
What's his name?
Karl Hanoglu.
Oh, Lugo. Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right, so having not watched the game, is it fair for me to say that he was the best player in the game?
No.
He wasn't the man of the match. Why not?
It would not be fair. He could be given man of the match for scoring the goal, you know, but that don't necessarily mean he was the best player.
What? Why wouldn't he be the best player in the game, though? That's the question that I have.
Because there are other facets when you consider who what if it's a man dribble on the whole field and give him a tap in?
Mm-hmm.
Who will give him more credit for that goal? The man will tap it in or the man will create it?
Fair enough, the man will create the chance.
Right.
Fair enough. But
remember, say, man of the match is not necessarily the best player of the game. And that's that the caveat I want to put on. Me see you try to set me up still, but you know. you can be man of the match and not necessarily be the best player.
No, I not buy that. If a man of the match is suggesting that you are the best player or you made the biggest impact.
No, but that's a completely different thing. You can make the biggest impact, you know. All right, you don't think scoring a lone goal in a game, that moment in and of itself, are the biggest impact in the game? You don't think so?
Right.
It's the most impactful moment of the game.
Right.
But you probably have a goalkeeper. You probably had a goalkeeper that made 20 saves.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have given the goalkeeper the best player of the game, and you scored the goal. So you grab the most impactful moment.
And you pick up where I'm going. You said it earlier, right?
I know where I'm going.
So my ultimate question is, if you can't, by just looking at the scoreline, decide that he's not necessarily the best player in the game, how can you then say that his team, by virtue of his goal when he scored, that his team played a better football on the day?
Because in evaluating which team played better, you're looking at a set of factors.
No, but you're not evaluating, because you say a team cannot play better and lose. So it is the goal that makes the difference.
Yeah, because the objective was
the man who scored the goal is not the best player in the park. The goal is what made the difference for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Why the man who scored the goal is not the best player on the day and on the park?
Because when you're evaluating who played better in a game, in a completed game, I think you have to consider the result. You have to consider the result when you.
No, I'm not saying you
right.
shouldn't consider the result.
No, but if
I make the determination that.
But I don't think that
the scoreline and make a decision as to who played the better part.
But I don't think.
No weighting at all on the result.
Yeah, but them not.
That is how much weighting do you place on it?
But I say it's not congruent, because I say in evaluating the who played better in a complete game, it is not a parallel. In other words, a man can, in terms of the individual player, when you're evaluating the play of individuals in a game, it is just isolated to the individual, you know. But when you're evaluating the performance of each team in the game now, then you're looking at a more complete picture. Because how the player play, right, it can be isolated from the result. But which team played better cannot be isolated from the result.
And that is where I depart from your logic. So I have a problem there.
Okay.
You understand? And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
Weighting is on the result. I agree with you that you must put some weighting on the result.
Right.
But then to put...
But in how an individual player play...
I must have played better than your team. My team, by virtue of winning the game, my team must have played better than your team.
Right.
I can't... That's where I have a disagreement. And if I'm going to agree with that, then you would also have to agree that the man who scored the goal that makes the difference must be the best player in the park. That's my position on it. But I'll allow other persons to
really interesting thing, but I don't think it's congruent. I don't think it follow. It follow through. It don't necessarily apply because it's a different dynamic when you're assessing one player's performance vis-a-vis you're assessing the complete performance of a team in a game.
Right, and the challenge is like I use in some keywords here, evaluate, assess.
Yeah.
And those are the words that I think are critical. Yeah. You have to evaluate and assess again to determine which team played the better part.
So
part of the evaluation and the assessment, is the result of the game, but it is not the end all.
Yeah.
But so you're prepared to evaluate and assess for the player who scored the winning goal, but you're not prepared to evaluate and assess
for the team,
that won the game.
Right.
And that's where I have a problem with it, and I can't agree with that logic.
All right.
There.
I'll
allow other persons to weigh in.
I get you. That's a good attempt at a counter, but as we say, I batted it out of the park. Big up yourself. Welcome, welcome to the show, my boss.
Yeah, man, great program. I always listen. Most times when I'm not tied up in meetings, I try to listen.
All right, blessings. You thought that one out carefully before you carried it here, don't you? Big up yourself.
Yeah, all right, good.
Big up yourself, yeah.
Man.
Who we have? Stero, no error. That good. Try and make a while ago, you know. But the good thing about it, I see it from early. So I was able to plot something quickly.
Sir Tracey, good morning.
Stero King, not Error King.
Could never be an Error King.
Well, I say, Reese James is that guy.
No, but Maverick, when I tell us, you see.
Harry Potter text me this morning, my boss.
Well,
I said, Maverick, a long time. I tell about Reese James, you know.
No, well, I'm not even going to say long time I tell about Reese James, you know. You know what I'm going to say, Maverick? A long time I tell you that this is the system of play.
Yeah.
Because I remember all I tell you, say, no, I see my front three, they're not prolific enough. They see my wing back them, and them have to help provide the assist and the goal them.
Yeah.
They have to push them up high up in the park. Play the three. When I see the system in Maverick, I start smiling and I say,
well, Reese James look like him could have played a centre forward to me.
Then hit me at one man spank it in the Maverick. A number 9 spank it them with
man.
Gotta keep a frightening.
That man look like him can convert now forward.
Then I hit me and tell him and say you can't have the money play out a flat out back four, Maverick.
Yeah, waste him.
Yes. But remember, myself, I'm see 11, Mr. Graham Potter, I buy a case of anything. Right now. You get me, I say, I'm see a system. Because, you see, over the years, Maverick, me used to a Balletti, a Deco, Balak, SCN, Janobi Mikel, Makalele. Them steal them using them midfield. So me can't play a 2-man or a 3-man midfield with a Georgina and a cover seat. Me in trouble. You get me, I say, so me have to give them the additional protection there. This is why Harry Potter tell you, say, when I cashier, when I register, register. And I see you thing, I'm talking, nothing can joke thing, because technically, them good, you know.
Right now, I go on a BBC this morning and see the debate around there. I'm going to write an article about the Trent Alexander-Arnold and Reese James thing. And I say, boy, that is why Alexander-Arnold can make Southgate team.
Yeah. And remember, say, Reese James is a more versatile baller.
You know, them call him more complete. I think that's the term they use. More complete.
Yes. Because he's a player like you can slot him in the midfield.
Yeah, man.
You get me, I say, and if you realize in recent time, too, could play me all in a back three. You get me, I say?
Me just think Trent defensive limitations too much.
And
you can live with some defensive limitations because of your offensive thrust, you know. But I think his defensive limitations are just too much.
Yeah.
People are trying to find a way to get him in the England squad, say if he play as a midfielder. Midfielder, but I don't think he can make it.
Him don't run enough to play as a midfielder.
Me tell him, man, them overrate Trent even offensively, you know.
Yeah, because his technical ability. He can whip the ball in
me say them overrate him. That even his strengths, I think people overrate his strengths. He's the free kick the him score. Him now score next free kick for the next 2 seasons.
I'm going to link James Ward-Prowse.
And him will kick all of them.
I'm going to link James Ward-Prowse. But And I'm glad for the win because Milan we have next, you know.
Yeah.
Right, over Italy.
Why?
Right?
Me see a dark horse one in Italy. And you know, since me see the results when Napoli having at the Champions League, we go peep on the league table around here. Napoli lead the league around here, you know.
Yeah, man.
And Napoli no big team, man.
Them
play some ball, brother.
Them a drop ball, man.
Them a drop ball.
They have a big name, man, like a Hamsika when Cavani over there and love it.
Exactly.
You get me? As I'm looking, man, I make their name.
Yeah, man.
I see him with Arsenal. Arsenal is a big name baller.
Yeah, you're right.
You get me? A potential baller.
Some emerging players, yeah.
Yes, it's a work for them. You get me? That's why I tell you, if you sleep on Arsenal, they're now in the league. They're moving the league. Just like Leicester. Oh, we take Christmas. Leicester, what Leicester do? Run over the league. Everybody I tell them for joke. You get me? I say? But one thing, Sheikh, because all over the years, I listen to the program, and I think Haaland come to England, Sheikh say, I'm baller. So I never hear Sheikh say Haaland, I'm baller. So I don't understand what's going on now.
Then if Haaland put money in the man pocket, eh, me?
Yeah, but Maverick, no, man. He must score a goal, you know, and Sheikh run out to the bet early. But I think at this week, you know,
he said I'm baller.
He said I'm baller. I mean, I say, yo, I never hear Sheikh come on the program, I say, yo, when he over that, man, he say I'm baller. You get me, I say? He's not that my baller, you know.
Probably not talking, now I'm sleep, my boss.
Oh, you sleep? You get me, I say? He's not that my baller, you know.
You know Hazard, Hazard.
He's not going with nothing about my baller, see him here?
Yeah, man.
When him over Real Madrid, I'm going to play me people and watch him. Because if he's not play me, I watch him, you know.
Yeah, what is his status now?
He's injury prone, you know. That's the problem, you know.
Bench him a rub on Real Madrid.
Bench him a rub, man.
Big World Cup here. He probably got bench Belgium.
Yo, well, you see, it's like a kind of hard to bench. Because he's my captain around there.
Yeah.
You get me, and them are try with him around there. But Eden Hazard not take the football serious. You know, say Eden Hazard a more talented baller for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Never know that, man.
Alright.
They must say, me rate Eden Hazard, you know, my boss.
Maverick, this man hardly change, you know.
He's afraid I'm when Chelsea play Liverpool, you know, bro.
Eden Hazard just turn up and me disappointed in Eden Hazard. Big time.
Yeah, then he have a discipline problem.
You get me, I said?
Alright, Stero King, no error.
Yeah. One more little thing.
Yeah.
You see, that Jimbo something that, you know, really surprised me still, you know. Based on what I see in CPL, Maverick. That 200 something there.
Yeah, man, if him drop down in a class now, so him find some little ball and beat
him. Yes, remember, a Jimbo called the checks for the highest 6 in CPL just done, you know.
Why the man?
I think I'm about 108 meters.
Yeah.
So, imagine you play against better quality in CPL and you them 6 at 100.
And some smaller field, obviously.
Then, I tell you, ball I got champions. And this is why when I was saying to Jerome, you know, before the final match, right? Best Talawa.
Try out Jimbo.
No, it's better Talawa Chase. Because when you have Jimbo, when you Azam.
The next big one.
When you have them two fat men, they look on the score and say, this is my Chase. A problem in a Maverick. You get to me and say, right, me no want Talawa.
Yeah.
Talawa back first. So when I see Kyle Myers win the toss and go back, I say, right, Talawa's team can lose the final.
But wasn't it the sequence where is the team where bat first win most of the game them in the CPL this year?
Yeah, but you're going. You see, in terms of this matchup, you can't just look from fish. You have to just watch the game.
Okay.
You get me? And as I say, when you have them two fat man, they are strike Maverick.
Yeah.
And now the man beat the ball clean.
Man, strong man.
Yeah, man. You can't have the man.
Man, they're not running, my boss.
You can't have the man. They look on the scoreboard and say, right, I want 60. They got approach.
All out.
Yeah. You get me? I say.
All right. Listen.
All right, teacher.
Listen. Big up Schema. Check in, you know, Schema, check in. Know yourself. Yeah, man. That's something there. Yeah, man, that's something that go on Schema, man. That's it. Special Uno. Special one. Turn off the radio.
Hold on, Maverick. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, man. Maverick, what go on, man?
Morning, my boss. What's up?
Yeah, man. Big up to the producer for this bit. Yeah, I'm there, you know, I'm taking, Champion League and thing, but I tell you, I can't believe me get the quota of Champion League all now, because I should have played Champion League this season.
No, but you have a side in there, man.
No, man, next season, today night, man.
No, you have a side in there. You have a side in there.
No, you don't say that, man. You say that, Maverick. I let you Maverick, you know. Anyway, I say, Stero King can't do bad, I know, you know.
Yeah, man.
Kind of seaside, I finally could find me now. Although AC Milan not really play nothing still, you know.
Yeah.
They're not playing nothing over there, so still. If you notice, so I go on over there with them. I don't know, them start off the season very shaky. I win still, and it's a big name team, AC Milan. Yeah. It's a household name team. Big up, Lady Myrna, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, anyway, she dig her up. lady with the lovely voice, you know.
Smooth as
I
usual.
love you, that lady, man. I love you.
Yeah.
You got Keisha to said speak. I know
Yeah, long time I hear
Keisha,
from
original link. Yeah, a long time I hear from Keisha.
Long time Keisha not check in.
Yeah, Keisha, big up yourself. Check in.
Check in, let us know you're okay, Keisha.
Yeah, man.
See?
Yeah, you know, see them just Stero fine farm, man.
Yeah.
Grab beauty yesterday again, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Grab beauty. You know what I mean?
Looking good.
Yeah, man, he look like him really settling on the one. You know, it argue well to because a World Cup here and thing. You know what I mean? And you know, Maverick, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you you stay. You know, say even if Messi he will go on and win the World Cup, you still going to beat him.
You know, long time Messi will win World Cup.
No, you hear me, I say no. Me know you know.
A long time Messi will win World Cup.
Hold on, you hear me, I say no. Yeah, you just want him to win a World Cup. But even if Messi go on and win the World Cup, they don't really win the World Cup because team win the World Cup. But even if his team go on and win this World Cup, you still going to beat him.
No, it depends. It depends.
Me know you.
It depends. Suppose he performs brilliantly. Suppose he perform like how Diego performed.
Let me tell you something.
Then me can't hide. Me have to give him crown, you know.
Yeah, I hear you.
Suppose him perform and lead him team to the World Cup.
That's what my command. So
win all, score all in the semi-final and and in the final.
I'm just saying that's what my come. So my question
but suppose him just piggyback on the team.
What do you think about this appointment, Dennis Chung?
I think it's a good look for me. Me not buy this thing about
okay.
Mr. Chung is a competent and experienced individual in an administrative.
That is true, but you see, a lot of people are saying, all right, personally, I know for sure him can't reverse and win.
Yeah.
That's how I mean, sure.
Exactly.
No. He cannot do nothing and win.
So he must start with an advantage. Just.
Yes, that's how I mean, no for sure. Yeah. But I'm not so sure I have been with the appointment still, but I watch it. But as I said,
what's the problem you would have with it?
Because, you know, he would have gone in many other areas, you know, which people not to, you know, feel.
He hasn't done any other
commission around this, so quite a few positions them saying gone him feel. But I've been saying,
them have done this strong as a failure.
I've been saying, me, I give, yeah, man. A lot of people have him as failure still, you know?
No, so weird.
In some other areas.
Me never hear that.
Maybe before.
He was a member of the NSW.
Yeah, some people have him saying not just a boss around and some other area where he did this still.
He was a cycling.
You know for sure, Mavic, he's a competent man, as I say, in administration, and him can't do the reverse and miss a win. So I kind of like the appointment because it's a way forward again for Ricketts to have team another plus.
He's been around the JFF for a while. You know?
Yeah, man, I know that too. But I've been saying, me personally, no say I'm going to do better than Mr. Win. So we just left to see how well he performs. But, you know, I've been saying, I look out, I watch him still because I've been saying, there are some little question mark. But we have to give him some time and see how well him do this still. But it's another good move from the JFF again.
You serious?
At least them get rid of Mr. Winter.
Them are going to switch, you know, we support my Ricketts now, you know, when you say them something, you know.
No, not really, because them know so we beat Mr. Ricketts when him to get beaten. But if look here now, Mavic, like you say, you know, if we come every day and we're just going to beat Ricketts. Remember, Mr. Ricketts not going anywhere, you know. He's going to be the president probably for another 10 years again.
And if you're going to beat him, even when he does something good, that means...
exactly, so we have to balance the thing and make it look like so we anti-Mr. Ricketts, because me not anti-Mr. Ricketts. No. Me want football discipline at all times.
Exactly.
So if Mr. Ricketts is something good, me not afraid to come here and big him up.
And I don't think people can, in fairness, can say the appointment of somebody like Dennis Chung would have been a bad move.
No, generally you can't.
Are you the closest man? Are you the closest man who compensate? I'm not sure about some of them something.
Well, I've been saying, you have people, you know, say otherwise. But I've been saying, why me like the move? Him can't not worse than Mr. Win, because Mr. Win was horrible. No disrespect to Mr. Win, but he was handling the affair horrible. So,
I know we said this already, you know the JFF people, the board, they like Mr. Win, they like what Mr. Win was doing at the JFF. Is we out here in the public land never appreciate and it never really look like.
No, but if you think not work, it does not work, Maverick.
Yeah, man.
The manifestation.
The man in the JFF the rate win, man. Them say
I don't know what them carry a man like
them
that.
Them say him do all that dirty work up there.
Well,
them say the tough decisions that are to be made, him used to make them up there.
But if you make tough decisions, you know, make a simple one them.
No, there you go.
You know,
so they were willing to forgive him for all of the boo-boo them when boo-boo, you know. Because he do the dirty work.
I
agree with you.
And you couldn't bypass them because they were so obvious. And you know, as a Gen Sec, you can't make them the kind of mistake over and over. It's not like a one-off thing, consistently. So I think it's a good move that's again from Ricky. So we have to big up Ricky. As I say, when him do something good, we have to big him up. And if him get beaten, we have to beat him same. Because we are football fan, at the end of the day, we want the best for the program, you know what I mean?
All right, sir.
So, just pick up yourself, man.
Your version from Canada say for Elio.
Who that?
Eh?
Who that?
The great Bello, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Me know say him good, man. Him there up there, so I just say, man, him go on North America there. Big up yourself, Bello, anyway you're there. And big up Southie, you know.
All right, man.
Yeah, man. Don't say I heard, man.
All right, special, man. Damion, morning, Damion.
Yeah, man. How we madman before special one come say Hazard killer than CSM? Because how would say that?
That was Stero King.
Stero King.
What you say? Hazard CSM more skillful than Hazard.
We are talking.
What you say? A skillful, you say, no?
So not skillful, CSM skillful?
No, sir.
No, sir. Oh, God, man.
Me agree with you.
Hold on. Let me tell you what's wrong with that work day, Monday. You know them right now, memory there. I memory I see them right now, they have in them.
Oh, trim game change?
Yes. I'm right now, memory them, man, they have. You know when him left United. You know, you watch Premier League them time, then you seen them time. Just in Manchester, achievements and skill and everything we have. Just in Manchester United alone because of Hazard.
Me not think so.
Easy something that, man. Easy something. Anyways,
I don't think so, boss. I'm going to feel a shaky, mate.
No, man.
Hazard was a much more skillful baller, brother.
No, man.
We never say better baller, we say more skillful baller.
You know where you're talking. But anyways, I'll opinion still.
Yeah.
But me just ask you, Carl, if you ask about the Trent Reece James comparison.
Yeah.
So what you think?
Remember a couple, like a year or two ago, somebody called the program and asked me which one of them. Asked me if which one of them would have picked. Trent, me couldn't pick Trent to play for England. Man.
So you know him and them on the page.
Trent can't defend me, boss.
Me know, me just show you a vibe, say. Yeah, him and them, Liverpool man, him also my other man, them. Say, yes, him attacking good and all of that.
Yeah, man.
And him good in a club system, so what happen when him get exposed?
Yeah, man.
When him leave for a club
system, if a club did not coach England, him could have gone.
Yes.
But
no. So a man say something about attacking good, and when me ask about defense, man not answer me not time. So what about defending?
Boss, me say them overrate the man attacking game to you.
You see me? Yeah.
Trent give the ball nothing of my boss.
Him
have a little lateral pass where he makes a boom and it look good when him switch and go to rub across. Otherwise from that, man, Trent give the ball enough, my boss.
Yeah.
Trent don't know exquisite.
I 1v1, you know good.
Yeah, man. Trent. No,
you see me?
The man them overrate Trent, my boss.
No, me know. Me not deny say in a Liverpool system, you know, good in swing ball, him good and him score some good free kick, you know.
Hey. Me point out something to Dane. Me glad you met me. Me point out something to Dane. Me Liverpool brethren Dane the other day.
Yeah, man.
Me try show him the Liverpool player them, me say, when you take them out of club system, how them look. Them get exposed. Trent get exposed on England. See, Marnie gone around at Bayern Munich, they gonna struggle, you know, my boss.
Why not?
See, why not them go around so go study, you know, my boss.
Origi.
Boss, me say, sometimes me feel like me have to stop talk football for the
program.
Come here, tell the man, them say, Klopp is a genius with what he did with those players, you know, my boss.
So come down to the pep thing now. Come down to the pep thing now.
Yes, sir.
Pep no one, none of them, man, them, none of that.
No, sir. Outside of Van Dijk and Alice, my boss.
Right now, you know.
Matipa one decent centre after, you know.
Yeah, but you still don't want Matip.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If you take all Axel Chamberlain out of Liverpool side, I don't league one them have to play, my boss. League one them man have to play, brother.
Yeah. So remember saying, no man, when you know I take Axel, nobody no fight no for him, no man.
Well, I have a clap disciple on the line and line up for me around there.
Oh, you mean, man? You're going to make a deal with him, man.
Yeah, man, I have a disciple around there. Tune in the radio and listen to man, brother. I know him come for now, you know. I have to run, I know. Garfield talk to the man here, sir. 1892.
Yeah, man. Right on the button.
Right on cue.
Yeah, man. Bring it to me. Let me talk. You come with a bag of things. I can't get out with it.
But I had to put you in a place yesterday, though. You realize what was that?
I never really hear what you're saying because I wasn't listening.
You said some nonsense. You posted some nonsense on the program.
You as usual. You can't. First of all, whatever you claim.
I can't tell you what it was. You were accusing me of what the word you use? You were accusing me of abusing Messi by saying.
Careful the words.
No, you never use that word. Which word you use?
Put that aside.
You use a disparaging word.
No, long and short.
Because Mr. Messi should have won the World Cup. And you agree with me that he should have won the World Cup.
No, I never said, no, I did not agree to say he should have won the World Cup. I didn't have that statement in a less than 1 minute.
You don't think Messi should have won the World Cup? Based on the quality we have.
No, but there's more factors to it. That's not the argument we're focusing on. What we're focusing on is you spoke about Messi glowingly and this and that.
Yes.
When you saw him.
And then we say, but this man have to do better.
Hold on, man. We know your argument, man. Okay. In person, you spoke glowingly. Yeah. And then here comes now, what name now? On World Cup on TV. Sports commentary.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Then of course, one bigger laughing at Messi. So I say, hold on.
Then what is wrong with that?
No, but bro.
For those hold on, for the listeners.
No, but I'm saying that your MO.
No, for the listeners.
Hold on, man.
Just for the listeners only.
Hold on, persons know your argument, so you don't need to bring.
No, man, you're referring to the sports commentary while I just want to tell to the listeners.
Okay, you want to tell those.
The listeners who probably never saw it.
Yeah.
What I did was put up the 2 goals that he scored against Jamaica. And then go to the 2014 World Cup final where he got similar and even easier chances and kick them away. And me I say Messi, and Jamaica and Honduras if you come score them big goal up and if you're world best and goat best, you know. It's Germany and Brazil and France if you go score them goal up on. Not Jamaica.
Okay, stick up in.
Isn't that fair comment?
No, hold on, stick up in. You can skew it all you want. Stick up in.
Yeah.
Has other players like Messi or even Messi himself in games that even are not at that, let's say, not even at that level then, about Jamaica or in the league. Has he missed chances like that before?
No, man, that's not the point, man. Every player
no.
Every player misses chances, my boss. Every player misses chances.
The point is,
but when
he's human. People miss chances, but you just highlight.
So Oniel, you don't think it's a fair criticism of Messi?
No.
Hold on, you know, hear me question it. That in big games, especially at the World Cup, which is the biggest stage in football, Messi touch. Is that fair? That's not fair comment.
Let me repeat what I said. Let me repeat what I said.
Yes, sir.
Let's say I give you that. Okay?
Right.
Let's say I give that to you. Good. But I'm saying it doesn't take that type of game for Messi to miss easy chances, which he's done. Easy free kicks or things that you should slot away from inside the 60-yard box. It happens because they're human beings. That's all I'm saying. So the chances that you highlight specifically to bring across your point, you use that always to beat Messi, but I'm saying
because he has a record. He has a record, my boss.
But I'm saying
he has a record. This is a man that people saying is the immortal, you know, my boss.
Fine,
the immortal, the best player to have ever played the game, you know. But it must be a blot against you, Oniel, if you go to the biggest stage and keep doing them kind of stuff, my boss.
Brother, hold on to your point. Say what you want. All I'm saying is it can happen in any game, and it has happened. That's all I'm saying. So, but it makes it seem like it not happen. So you have to kick over the ball wheel and it laughs and it can't come back.
No, it don't come back.
Yeah, but it happens in many.
Ecuador drop, my boss.
Yeah, right. Anyway you want it, drop it at the Caribbean Sea. But I'm saying, many times chances at that time, and that's all I'm saying. You just highlight it to bring up your point. Moving on to the other argument now. So you want to knock Wijnaldum or you want to knock Trent and whatever. Now, let me put this up. Reece James, quality baller, right?
Yes.
Top quality baller. I can't take that from him. But when you talk about Trent, Trent is a lateral pass to Robertson. You're disrespecting the man.
You serious? I mean that is.
No, but why always do that?
Yeah, him slipping the hard pass in the box.
Trent making a pass on a sixpence, as I'm like to say. He can do that day in, day out. He's a quality player. He can kick the ball with his left and his right. With quality.
Garrett Southgate don't think so.
But that's Southgate, and if it's up to Southgate, let's say fine. Yeah. All right, as we say, I think he needs to do better defensively. I think he has the potential, but right now I think he just some simple things he needs to do better, straight up. And some things, even when they still like the ball going to the back post, even me as not a natural defender, they simply take it, just lead, just jump and put a body in, right? So those things I think he needs to do. But and he can always improve because naturally he was a midfielder. So as I say, improve, right? He's not going to be a world class, but you look at other fullbacks, the Marcelos of this world and others. They were not great defensively, but offensively they brought what was needed to the team, and they all had their deficiencies. So I'm not going to disagree that Southgate in that regard wants to choose Reece in terms of.
You think Trent could have played right back for Man City? You think Trent could have played?
City?
Yeah.
Probably not at this time, but even
Trent could make Pep team better.
But that's fine.
And him could make Chelsea team better.
Bro, hold on now. You tell me that Chelsea has always had quality right back and left back.
No man, but Trent can't get Reece James game in Chelsea.
For City and for Chelsea, have they always had quality?
Who play right back for Man U? Him can't get that game.
Let me show who. That's besides the point. Anyway, the point is you're knocking Trent for his offense and you're being very disingenuous. I don't remember the previous caller. Trent's quality offensively in terms of hitting the ball on the button, he can do that.
Oniel still the work for each side to FM.
Back to Genie.
You must come into the studio one day and make me teach you football, you know, my boss.
You can't teach
I'm going to try to make an appointment to get
nobody makes an appointment. Lastly, Genie Ronaldo. You're always a knock players.
Genie.
You just choose something like that because you want to make a bag of that.
Genie a journeyman footballer. Journeyman footballer.
Let me say what I said, man.
Yeah.
And you can have the rest of the show for yourself and so what you say. Genie Ronaldo, like any player, it doesn't always work with the coaches and the system that they play. And Genie is a baller that could fit into that team easily. It's just because of the decision of how the coach operated, and he didn't want to play him in that particular system. But nothing was wrong with Genie Ronaldo. Nothing was wrong with his quality.
Genie was brilliant in our system, you know, my boss.
It's not our system.
I want to tell you, we're missing him in the pressing game too, you know. We're missing him.
I'm not listening to you because you don't rate Genie, so nobody tell me about a pressing game. You don't rate Genie, so nobody talk about you missing. Right? Genie's quality is there for many to see, but it doesn't because one coach don't use him. That means Genie no good, bro. You need to get the things straight, bro, and stop just.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a document together. So when you pass through the RJR communication,
what's the document about?
Some pointers in football. So when you're going to discuss football, you just flip through the notes. And say these are the things that we look for in a top quality player.
If I take, listen, I have a course though. If I take the document, it will be used to light the fire to roast some breadfruit on the back.
Big up yourself, Oniel Campbell. Big up yourself. All right, we're going for a quick break and we'll take some explosion after this, right? Soon come back. Sports Explosion. Soon. Welcome back to the Sports Explosion. I think we go to the Explosial segment now to hear our erudite Explosial family.
Welcome to our Explosial segment.
Hey, Maverick. Morning. The Haaland, you know. I don't know normal the man I do, you know. In 100 games, the man got more than a goal a game in a region. At this similar stage, the man double up with Messi score in 100 games already, you know. So this way I'm going on normal, you know. Double up with Christy going at this stage too, you know, Maverick. And normally I'm going out there see him, man.
Yeah, morning explosion. Overall, big up yourself for it's here. Yeah, overall, don't get so naive, man. We know that a lot of the moves that are being made now by the JSF can be seen as political. Reason being, because they know they're going up for re-election. They know that the public, a lot of people in the public don't trust them. So appointing somebody like Mr. So-and-so for General Secretary, everybody know that it's good for the football, but it's also political because if you're going up for re-election, why not appoint somebody that the public would trust, who has a good track record, that makes you look good as an administration, and you can use that to try and secure votes. So everybody know it's political. Like, why are you trying to say it now? We know it is. Come on.
Morning, Oral and the Sports Explosion family. Gerald from St. Elizabeth now representing St. Elizabeth, Santa Cruz and now Tampa in America. I want to touch a little upon the cricket thing I want to talk about, man. I beat down FIFA. Even although FIFA should never bat a cheese still, but check the last 3 years record with FIFA statistics and the other 6-7 players may hear you talk about could make it over FIFA and compare them. We've outperformed a lot of these West Indies players over the last 3 years in domestic cricket. Just check his stats and see. So don't too beat down on the man. Because the selectors said them go by performance in domestic cricket, and if you look on the man statistics, him outdo a lot of them players that even where they right now. Check the stats.
Morning all Tracey. Morning sports program. What more want to talk about? There's no way we can refer over Andrea Russell. There's no way in a West Indies side, regardless what. You understand? A man say he might refuse to pay for West Indies. Look at Kohli them. How much money India pay for them cricket if they play a cricket match for them. That more you check out how much West Indies pay one. Alright, Tracey, those were the days when man used to love cricket. Nowadays, it's a job. Alright, Tracey. Look on how much big footballer come out right now and broke. Right now, they wish they play them at time when money they pan the world chase. So you have to look on the context. You understand at things right now. Man, I pay for when they retire. Yes, they can have a good wealth. See me.
Yeah, morning, Oral, morning, producer. Yeah, Oral, you mentioned the coach yesterday, Reggae Boys coach. Yeah, I must say, this side, basically, chop and change over 100 players within a year. But when you think about it, it's not that far-fetched, you know. You understand? The numbers seem big, but look for next month, we have a game, a friendly game against the African team. And I can guarantee you, say, more than half of that squad, they're going to be brand new set of players. You know why? Because FIFA is not an official FIFA window. So most of the clubs are not going to let them play. So, you know, it's not that far-fetched for you see a rapid change in the numbers. And you might say that more while unless whoever organizes the games can organize it within the window and not outside that window. So, yeah, that's my point. So the whole chop and change thing, while it's not a ideal situation, we can understand why it would have happened over the past year with the Reggae Boys team.
Good morning, Oral, Garfield, Sports Explosion listeners. Oral, what was the gentleman proposing? An oral day or an oral day? Because there is a distinction to be made. So it would have been useful for him to just say a Maverick day, you know, and avoid all confusion. What say you? Myrna, out.
Blessed man is sports expert and family. Correct for what I used that. Oral Tracey, big of yourself, producer. You have to send the next one, boy. Oral, new caller, the ball, you bump for them, I tell you. Right now, you're flat down on your back and look up into the sky, I wonder how I reach you. Listen, I'm not touch a topic again, you know, but yeah, man. I have to come back in because I hear the man bowl a bump for the tail, Oral. Play better and lose. Possible, man. Mad, Craig from Houston.
Maverick, checking in. Kabla here, big up the producer. Yeah, man, the whole appointment with Dennis Chung, when I hear one whole all about him and all of that, you know, and then experiencing football and all of those things. But I'm not really buying them things, then, brother. But just feel, say, and if you just give the man a chance, the JFF will make some step. And if you ask me, there's some good step going forward. So just give the process a chance and see what happens. After a year or so, you start judge them. But, you know, the man never do good. I beat them. I know that's the man them try if he make amends and put the thing forward and people still beat them. I just feel some people just want talking about that because every time you listen, even you listen to all the news, you always hear some back and forth. It's like a peer fighting, crabbish mentality winner. But just allow the man and allow the JFF and make us see what happened. They mess up a whole lot and should have been doing better than what they're doing now. But it is what it is. So make we just give them some chance, all right?
Yeah, big up, Tracey. No overdo it though. Yeah, while I agree that Trent is not good defensively and him position well, him not sense danger and all them sort of thing there. For you to say offensively, him not too good either. You can't have someone that is getting so many assists per season. I think for the last few seasons, even at the top 2 or top 3 in terms of assists. Go and check it. It's there. You understand me? I say so. He might have some use going forward. That is the truth. The problem, and people must start, him not fit the England team, you know, but the reason him can't fit in an England team is because Southgate is a limited, one-dimensional coach. Southgate is not even better than League One coaching. That's true. But, yeah, him Trent have defensive issues.
Morning time, Sports Explosion family. Michael Liverpool here check-in, man. Stero King, me hear you make the short, bro. Bless up yourself and man and see that shout out there. You see it? But overall on the Sports Explosion team, good man. It's just that they over in Uncle Sam place here, I don't find the family for to call in yet, but I listen every day same way, bro. So I just go on do the thing and bless up on yourself. I try to work out the family if I can make my voice be heard differently on the line. You see it? Manners.
That was our Explosial Segment.
Michael Liverpool, man. Happy to hear from you, my boss. It's been a while. Yes, Stero King, we locate Michael Liverpool, my boss. The tracker find him, man. Nice to hear from Michael Liverpool, man. Remember the last time we heard from him? He was, yeah. Man, give me 30 seconds. Craig from Houston. It's a nice try the brethren make, but I don't think it as me said, the thing them never compare no parallel. Them not congruent, my boss. The thing with JFF and the brethren say what you're doing is political. You see when you have a trust deficit with people, nothing what you do you can do right, you know. Because right now, we beat JFF when them doing bad things and they're doing poorly and they're making a lot of mistakes. And when them start do some things that are more conventional and more look like sound decisions, we say as political moves, them can't write. You get me? In fairness to Trent, I want to say this last one, in fairness to Trent. You know, say, his club is a system where Trent get exposed so much, you know. And even know that the system wasn't clicking. I feel the club should have adjusted a bit. Push up Trent, but if you play an extra man, if you play an extra defensive mid when he push up Trent so that him don't get exposed as much. Anyway, back to the lads. Damion, morning.
Yes.
Morning, Damion.
What's going on?
By the way, Murder, him say oral day. Is oral day mean? She says she mean oral day or oral day. Because I tell Murder say mean oral day. Good, sir. Yes. Sorry, my boss.
We are talking about Trent.
Trent, yeah, man.
I mean, the fact of it is Trent is no defender.
Exactly.
You know, going forward, him all right, him okay.
Yeah.
You know, but defensively, not so hard.
That's exactly my assessment of him. He's okay going forward, but he's calamitous defensively.
Right, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
As it relates to City
and
Haaland.
Yeah.
How well you rate this striker you?
Oh, yes, my boss. Same like everybody else, man. Out of this world.
You think so?
More than, all right, let me put it this way. He's better than I thought he was coming into the league. He's more ruthless, more aggressive. You see the ruthlessness and the aggression, and that me never realize him have that so much. Me think he knows a big youth where can score a goal. But this man look like he has an insatiable appetite for excellence, my boss. And that determine whether you're good or you're great, yeah. And that surprised me about him. At this age.
So you don't think in terms of the goal scoring, the number of goals in scoring for City at the moment, you don't think another striker in that position could have probably get around the same? I mean, remember people playing without a striker for 2 seasons.
Yeah, man. Any other top quality striker would have scored a whole heap of goals, you know. But me not sure you have a lot of top quality strikers in the world now with all of the physical and technical attributes of Haaland. So that is why it's such a perfect fit, you know. You get me? So if you carry, give me another number 9. Probably if you carry Benzema come, probably Benzema would have scored a similar amount of goal. Because Benzema is of that quality as well. You get me? But if you carry another number 9, which probably not as physically strong, not as fast, you see me, probably would have scored less goal. But any good centre forward that play with City would have scored more goal than they would have usually
scored.
All right,
I was just having the debate with a few of my co-workers telling them that personally I don't think Haaland is
as good.
Even reach exceptional for me.
Yeah, man, he's exceptional.
If he was
striker,
doing it
man.
in a struggling team like mine.
No, man, Haaland is an exceptional striker, my boss. What you call exceptional? Man, we can shift and pile.
No, sir. You must be a striker. Your job is to put the ball in the back of the net.
So who you see in the world in the past decade we're better at putting the ball in the back of the net right now?
Decade?
Yeah.
Only for striker, you just make mention of Benzema.
Lewandowski.
You talk about Lewandowski, Aguero.
Then you not
go, striker, man.
No, man, Haaland a better striker than Aguero, my boss. Bigger, him a better.
No.
Him
bigger in a body.
Yeah, and him more physical. So him have some things. Him have some things that Aguero don't have.
This man is a penalty box poacher.
Yeah, you know matter.
The man not score no goal outside of the 6-yard box yet. Aguero did have that.
Well, you get more points for the goal when you kick from out of the 80.
That's about the versatility of the man.
Oh. The man said don't need to be versatile.
But him have other things as well.
You don't rate him as much as how people rate him up.
I mean, he's a good striker.
The man is what you
call... man just say him I go hit 60. Me say him now hit 45.
The man is what you call a quintessential number 9, my boss. Quintessential big striker.
How much goal do you think he will get for the season?
At this rate, you know, see, them have a formula where them work out, say 50 of them will get. In the Premier League. In the Premier League. At this rate. Then a 30 game him have left, my boss.
No, sir.
A 30 game him have left.
I'm going to cool down. I give him probably 40.
Yeah.
45.
Him going to end up with about 35 in the Premier League, me think.
One question though for you.
About 35.
What you think can help?
Yeah.
Manchester and Ten Hag.
Me feel him to put back Harry Maguire and I starting him.
This thing is a joke. This thing is a joke.
No man, after that result against City, I feel Captain Marvel to come back in the defensive. Well,
can't say that, man. I know.
Varane out.
Right.
Yeah, man, I go play. There you go.
No,
your problem is solved, man.
That can't be the solution. Let's put Phil Jones and Harry Maguire beside each other.
When you say solution, though, to what end? You mean for you to contend for the title? That level there you're talking about?
Completely fair. We can't contend for the title. Just
top 4.
I think maybe we have a bill.
Top 4, you think?
For this season at least.
No, man, look here. I was saying to somebody earlier, my boss, you can't panic because Man City beat you up, you know. Man City are going to beat up everybody, you know.
Man City at the top of the table.
Yeah, man, so you can't panic, man. You have to just recover and continue to beat the teams the way you're supposed to beat. And you're good.
So you don't think the team need any changes in terms of players?
No, man, don't ball about players too much, man. Every team needs players.
Oh, yeah, man. No, then we can't say more be top.
Yeah.
And you have 40-30% of the football. That can't make no sense. Your midfield want revamp. We need players.
Your midfield want revamp.
Like who?
Why you say Bruno is not that? You know me not rate Bruno though.
Bruno is
Bruno is not that guy, my boss. If you have control of midfield, Bruno can a midfielder run up and down, my boss.
I think if you take out Bruno and leave Ericsson, the midfield still look the same. That's why we need a Bernardo Silva or a Keita.
Oh, you need another man like that. Yeah.
A player of that, style.
Naby Keita.
In terms of close control, dribbling, maybe beat a man and turn.
But I thought that Ericsson was that kind of player where you get to kind of dictate the tempo of the game from midfield.
No, the tempo of the game and the type of play, I think is different. Ericsson not going to really beat a man.
Okay.
Ericsson will pick the pass.
Yeah, you want the man. You want a man for hold on the football and all right. I don't know. Me say a whole Napoli command run a Napoli and run up and down. If me was a big club right now, me go every Napoli game right now and look for take about 3 of them on there, drop them in my midfield. Because the kind of football I see Napoli I play, my boss.
Manchester scouting need help.
Him be there full of. Yeah, man. Me see, when me look at Napoli play, I say to myself, as somebody that likes my side of play. And the man them have no big.
Napoli I wouldn't beat up.
6 them get Ajax, my boss. 6 them get Ajax round of them yard, man. And them give me 4. 4 them give me, you know.
Must Liverpool kind of.
Me know.
Liverpool kind of sick that season here.
Me know still. Man, you are your side.
Yeah, but afraid to talk.
Your problem solved, man. Andrea, come back, man. How are you, Big up yourself.
All right, sir.
Blessings. Southie. Well, it's been a while, man. Stop calling the show, man.
Thank you.
Good morning, Southie. Southie come for defend Trent, you know. I want to Trent.
Hello?
I want to Trent fans them this, you know. Morning, Southie.
Morning, man. Morning. I want to give a shout out to a brother named Billy, you know.
Billy Arton.
Yeah,
man. Billy Arton in that place also. Yeah, man.
Billy transmits a different energy in person than we transmit over the radio.
Yes, I mean, dude.
Really cool, man.
Yeah, man. Billy cool.
Shout out to Billy, man. Yeah.
Billy, call us.
All right,
Yeah.
When Steven Gerrard, you think him is a good free kick taker?
Yeah, man, reasonable.
Want to Coutinho.
Yeah, I think Coutinho is a good free kick taker.
All right.
Better than
Steven Gerrard played about 18 years for Liverpool. He scored 10 free kicks.
Yeah. How much Coutinho score?
He scored 5.
Coutinho scored 5?
Trent already had 4. So
you mean in his career?
Yes.
I bet Trent take more free kick than them.
Trent already has 4. And
Trent probably take more free kick than Coutinho.
Yeah, man. And that you're going to say no. But listen now.
Yeah.
Because we notice here, you know, you're all right in can't defend. And your friend can't defend. A lot of people say that.
Right.
But now you transmit that now into an all-round game where you try to throw cold water for everything you do.
They are saying overrate him offensively.
All right, because you try to win the argument.
That's a better part of his game, you know. But I don't think it's exceptional.
You score a free kick now, and
it's the worst thing.
Into a negative.
It's the worst thing could happen for Liverpool. For Trent scored a free kick.
If not scored more free kick for 2 years, right? I mean, I tell you, say free kick. Me also hear you raise an argument similar. You and some other people about Messi and his free kick against Germany and all the man for the free kick. Right?
Yeah, man.
And when me hear them argument, then I say, it's you.
What wrong with
and
them
a lot
argument?
of other people. The argument there. Let me tell you something about
what is wrong with those arguments?
Messi in his career up until 2020, he had scored 9% of his free kick.
9. How much of them in the World Cup him score?
That mean to say, for every 100 free kick him taking, kick with 91.
I bet the percentage much higher for the World Cup.
All right, you see.
Lower for the World Cup. Lower in the World Cup.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Up until 2020, he had scored 6.9% of his free kick. When he had taken 533 free kicks, he had only scored 33.
Right.
The idea that a free kick is just an exciting moment in our football game when we, the fans, sit at the edge of our seat and the expectation rails. But the great majority of the time, the overwhelming majority of the time, these things are not scored.
So to me play football, and I know that.
Yeah, so why are you
making relevant to
about Messi missing a penalty?
Right. Because it speaks to the wider narrative.
I mean, a free kick.
It speaks to the wider. I told you a while ago, I bet you Messi's free kick percentage is even lower in the World Cup. Every single skill. I tell you this, every single skill where Messi have, it lower in the big games than the World Cup.
Overall, for every player, as a fan, I tell all fans, get excited at the thought of a free kick, but expect it to be missed.
But most free kicks are missed.
9 times out of 10.
Most chances are missed.
Messi missing in free kick against Germany is the norm. It's more the norm than anything else. It's 9% by free kick in score. I tell you that.
No, it's the norm. Him kick where the free kick them in the World Cup.
So here you know.
What?
So here you know.
What's the percentage of free kick when Messi score in the World Cup?
I tell you. Me don't know if it's
0. Whatever it is 0, my boss. That's the point I'm making.
The World Cup each tournament, you know.
What?
I 7 games the World Cup in a player can go 30 games and score a free kick.
What is the biggest stage that?
A player can go 30 games straight in a ball a whole year and score 1 free kick. It's just that, look on Cristiano Ronaldo. Everybody, we have him as a great free kick taker because of him pulls over the ball and everything.
I bet
but he takes 533 and miss 500.
Cristiano did score a free kick against Spain.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
You cannot
but Southie, you're missing the wider. No, man, you are missing
the point. The point you are trying to make. You want other?
What's the point I'm trying
to make? The thing about a man missing a free kick in our World Cup. At some moment, me to say, how many free kicks are scored in our World Cup?
No.
The entire World Cup.
You miss it, as I was saying, you miss the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that whatever skill Messi possesses and whatever execution rate Messi have him skill them lower in the World Cup. That's the point I'm making. Yeah.
So you have now. Yeah. Trent come and him score on free kick for Liverpool.
Worst.
And because you are throw cold water from you, think now by saying you're not going to score no more free kick. Why would you say that as a Liverpool fan? You're not score no more free kick.
I'd love for him to prove me wrong. I'd love him to prove me wrong. Because you want to prove to the man them who are defending. So you'd rather him not score a free kick for the next 2 years, right? To prove your point. No, Southie, man. Southie, you think you don't think me genuinely feel what me feel about Trent?
Anyway, the youth is already almost 40% of the way to Steven Gerrard's free kick total for Liverpool. And Steven Gerrard
was no free kick guru.
Steven Gerrard is a good. And that's why I'm asking the question.
Steven Gerrard is no free kick guru.
Gerrard is a good free kick taker.
I think Coutinho was a better free kick taker than probably
Gerrard. All right, so Trent good then. Trent good. I'm already 40% on him here to Steven Gerrard total.
All right.
In a couple of years.
I knew this was a case to defend Trent. You know. Big up yourself, Southie.
Hey, me tell Shades more Haaland put money in her pocket. The man score 40 goals, eh? What kind of 40 goals last year? What kind of put money in her pocket? The man score 40 goals, eh?
The man said we're going to expand him house when him collect it.
Hey, yesterday everybody watched the game, you know. And I see something come up on my phone, so them are lead. What was it? 3-0?
Yeah, him score.
I'm a click on it and I see him score 2.
He scored the first.
And I say, I remember one time I see some news over England where, you know, when people bet who are going to win the league.
Yeah.
The bookies then.
Yeah.
And then a team are lead by so far that's January here, so the bookies them are pure the bet. And they look like everyone.
No, man, but she accept whenever the World Cup, I'm collecting money December, you know, because the World Cup are going to break the league where I'm going to wait till January.
Right, I know. Yesterday we see the youth score 2 more goals. I said, look like a lot of things that we have to pay the bet from all January and the league are done.
Southie, we want to take one more before. We want to take one more. Big up, Southie. Is who that we have up on the line? Kid. Morning, Kid. Kid?
Yeah, what going?
Morning, my boss. What going?
Yeah, I mean, send the voice, man. I tell you, check out with how much India pay for them cricket and how much West Indies pay for them cricket.
You mean, no, man, India money, West Indies money can't match up to India money for
them. That's why man, you can't cost Andrea Russell when you go and go out there to go make money. Remember saying, you have a life after cricket, man.
Me not cost Russell, my boss.
Me
will cost Edmaya for him, though. Edmaya move like a clown, my boss, but me not cost Russell.
You can't cost Andrea Russell.
No, man, me say, I'm going to pick Russell in the West Indies team, my boss.
Yeah, you say it too.
Yeah, man, I'm going to pick him, man. Can't cost the man if you go look them food, brother.
Mama said they have a life after they can't play till 15.
You know, Edmaya no World Cup T20 up here, Edmaya prefer stay home and watch him one more and go play the World Cup. No mad man.
Well, you can't cost that party.
Yeah, man. But me not cost the man if you look them food, brother.
How much man can, you know what big footballer broke right now?
Man, I watch the Indian sweet still, you know. But the man a clown, man. You know say Edmaya a clown?
Yeah.
Girl clown.
Back to it, you know, go read, you know.
Yeah, where I said though?
The pass them I talk about with Kevin De Bruyne to
yeah, when me say Varane should have cut out. Yeah.
The chop and change that thing cut out, man. Too injured.
Yeah. Are you not telling me yesterday say yeah. Him should have cut it out, man.
I injured.
What you say if him lame now him could.
You know the injury cost 2 goals.
No man, but Varane didn't have an injury. Yeah, man. Come off after, you know. The ball you have to stretch and get a toe to that, man.
Oh, man, if he never injured, man, he win it, man. I injured his cars, man.
The pass there. Well, the pass is a reasonable pass, but me expect a top quality centre to get something on that. Him shall carry, get a toe.
Even if he not get up, he not get closer to Haaland.
No, man, Haaland, him can't manage Haaland movement, because Haaland faster than him on the side, you know. So him have to touch the ball, and the ball him have to touch, you know.
Yeah,
because Haaland not going to beat him around there so because of the pace and the power, you know. But you have to touch the ball to throw off Haaland, my boss.
And you know, say, when he just put on the first time, though, at that time, City scored second goal.
Yeah.
And then he come back and
come off. Yeah.
No, the second goal. I first put on in the first, the second goal. And then he come back on.
Yeah.
And he down the square cross and he can move and he score the third one and then he have to come off.
All right, my virgin. Big up yourself.
All right.
Big up yourself, my boss. That's it in a Sports Explosion. Yeah, Sports Explosion family. Just stay safe until tomorrow now.